All right. Can you hear that? There you go. Excuse me. All right. In Dawn of War 2 Retribution today, gonna be trying the Last Stand mode. The game's pretty old. I forget what year it came out. It's probably at least 5+ years old. But it's a very fun game. Mind you, it's RTS kind of game. But they had a cool Last Stand mode that was a lot of fun. It's a co-op thing with 3 people. It's one of my favorite co-op things I've played. I played it a ton because you can level up to level 20 and then prestige 3 times. That's what this means. And I did it for all of these. A lot of fun. The only reason I didn't with this guy is because I kind of stopped playing right before they released him. So I played again like a few months ago. Got him up one thing, and I'll play with them a bit today. I'll probably hop around between a few characters for the fun of it. But it's a lot of fun. You can customize like weapons. They each have perks. Like here grants faster health regen. Shows you everything here. Like if you strip everything off, you usually start with a couple of things. Like you'll have base stuff, but you'll start with a few things, one in each slot. Some you unlock just by leveling. Others you have to do specific objectives, like at the bottom there. Some are really tough to do. But you can combo a lot of stuff, have a lot of cool combos that work really well and whatnot. So a lot of fun. Doesn't matter what slot you have these in. But you could have 3 of these. Commander item. And like sometimes you get abilities with energy. Here's your traits that like this gives unshakable, fearless, so can't be knocked back or get suppressed, which means you move slower, attack slower. So I'll start with this guy. This I think is one of the most powerful melee things. This would make it more powerful because it gives the best armor and gives you combat expert, which boosts your melee and range damage by plus 30%. But this one's useful because if you do happen to go down, you'll get back up after a little bit. So that's actually pretty useful. So you can be super tanky here, or not quite as tanky, but as long as your allies are alive, you'll get back up in like 10 seconds, which is pretty useful. And this is kind of like a second life thing in and of itself. Anyway, let's hop in. A lot of fun. There's only 2 maps, sadly, but they're a lot of fun. Every 4 waves there's like a boss, and hopefully we find a match, because you can't start unless you find people to play with. That's the only downside, because you can't join in progress either. But yeah, the thing too with the maps, there's like 4 corners or spots where enemies come in. If you figure out the pattern, it's predictable where they spawn based on where 1 or 2 spawn. Not always so easy, but I used to know it real well, but it's been a while, so I'm gonna be rusty on that. Yeah, I like all the characters. They're all fun in their own way. They have cool different combos you could do. Like with this thing, it lets me do this. I could fire a thing that freezes enemies essentially. This is based on this weapon, though sometimes you can get abilities from armor. Like this one gives you an armor piercing bolt you can use. This boosts health regen, boosts armor, which is important. And the impervious basically gives me, if I get to 0 health, it boosts my energy and health to 100% temporarily. It has to recharge, otherwise I'll die the next time. So, again, I kind of want to use this just because it makes your attack so much better. But if I do happen to go down, this is good to have. As long as if my allies aren't alive, then this is going to be that. So actually, we'll do this for the heck of it. You'll tear through stuff, but when you fight certain enemies, you're gonna be dead. Plus, the thing is too, one of the maps, the first original one, I think it's wave. What wave is it? I don't remember. I want to say wave 12 or 16. There's 20 waves in each map. You actually fight your doppelgangers, so you got to be careful which abilities you have, because if you have any revive things, your doppelganger will have and use it too. So that can kind of shoot you in the foot. So the other map does, the Bloody Coliseum does, the other map, Anvil of Corn, doesn't have a doppelganger, so you can use the resurrection stuff without having it shoot you in the foot. Alright, so we have a group. I'm a Necron Lord with 2 Space Marines. Normally they'd kill me on sight, but... Dual good luck, have fun in chat. Like I said, I like all the characters. I'm mainly doing him to level him up. Like I said, that one of the things I like about this too is you can combine the different armor, weapons, and trait stuff. Oh, you're surrounded. And you can have pretty cool functionalities. Some are ranged, some are close up. And once you figure out stuff that works good together and your own like management of your abilities, because you have an energy limit too, so you gotta be aware of that recharging. It can be pretty useful. And there's these kind of don't matter. If you're going for the high score, you want to get these captured and keep them captured. He knocked himself over. I'm letting him do his thing. Now him we're going to have to protect because he will not have a strong melee and he'll quickly get overwhelmed. So they're going to come from 3 corners this time. I do remember that. So not this one. Oh wait, no, I heard it. I think the one they don't come from is going to be the one where the boss spawns on the next one. Or not the boss, but like 2 things from now. See, like there, he's getting overwhelmed. Plus with the melees, like, if you saw it said there's like a 6% chance he does a special melee, which is what that is, and it's an AoE. Plus if you get here before they get out, you can actually be there when they spawn in, which is another cool strategy. Plus you have your back to a corner. I believe they spawn on all 4 corners. Yeah. If I'm right, the boss, every 4 ways there's like a boss. If I'm right, he'll spawn here, and I can shred him. Yeah, we're going to be in trouble because one of the important things here is having movement. I think every class has some kind of like teleport or jetpack thing, which is important later because it's... Okay, he didn't spawn here. Because mobility is important. You can be tanky, but sometimes you'll get swarmed and you have to escape for your teammates. So he'll spawn in this corner. I think they should be able to handle it. Let's see what they do. Oh, maybe not. He's kind of doing that. I use my E ability, which makes his armor weaker too. Yeah, I can shred their armor already. That comes with the scythe anyway, so it doesn't... It's not like I can get something else in that place. And you can control where you go in cover too. Green cover is best, yellow's partial, and then... I think you... I don't know if it reduces their accuracy, you take less damage. Like I said, you can eventually learn the patterns where everything spawns. Again, I haven't played in a long time, so I don't really remember. They're not bugging him now, so hopefully it'll be fine. Oh no! See, they're trying to capture that. Ow. See, these guys, I gotta get this thing before... Because it'll suppress me and then I'll move slow. Actually, I'm immune to suppression with this, never mind. But still, it can be a problem. He's gonna be in trouble. See, that's a fun gun to use, but you're very immobile with it. It's getting tougher, so I'm going to try to stick near him. Just to cover him. I was going to go for this guy. They're like the controllers. I'm trying to keep him off him. You actually want to kill the bigger ones because when they die, it damages the weaker ones because they have a psychic hive link. I think they got it. Oh no? Okay. 9's gonna be tough because there's gonna be a ton of the Eldar Banshees. If I remember right. Yep. See, the one problem with this loadout is I don't have an AoE attack, which will cause you a lot of trouble in groups like this. Thankfully, my melee kick, you can't trigger that manually. I might die here. Actually, let me try this. I have an ability that lets me freeze him. Oh, what are you doing? Sometimes it glitches and won't attack. Well, that didn't help because it glitched out. I hate when it does that. See, I'm getting shredded because it glitched. See, then my ability kicked in, which gives me that instant health and shield, but I'm gonna die soon. See, the problem is every time I use that, it glitches, so he's not attacking, so they're gonna come back and kill me. See, part of the problem is too is when you attack a squad, it'll attack everyone in the squad first, even if they're not right next to each other. Which I think was the problem there. Sometimes it glitches like that, gets real annoying. Almost got me killed, but thankfully I got my ability back fast enough. There's gonna be no melee. I think it's Space Marines. Yeah, they're all ranged. I want to kill them first because they got the plasma guns. Those are shred armor. Can I get in? No. There used to be a glitch here where you could get in here. You basically have great cover. Problem was you couldn't really move. This one will be a problem because there's going to be a lot of jumpers. I'm trying to take care of the big guys first. This should slow them down if they don't move. See, the problem, he gets glitchy when I do that. See, they're weaker, but they attack faster and do a lot of damage. Revive him, what are you doing? See, that's the only problem, he gets real glitchy when I use that, and it's definitely gonna get me killed. He's not dying for sure. There we go. Get him. What are you doing? There we go. Yeah, sometimes it gets annoying like that. Because it's... I mean, you can't zoom in. There you go. See, like, if I had the reanimation armor there, it wouldn't have done me any good if I was the last one standing. Because that's the only trade-off of it. It relies on your teammates surviving longer than you. This one I think is gonna be Eldar with heavy, with the race or whatever they're called. Yep. If you wanted to, you can actually kind of hide behind stuff. See, I'm going to need to go for these because these are going to be a problem. They're going to get suppressed by those things. What are you doing? See, sometimes it gets cluttered up with all the enemies. It's not letting me... Gosh darn it. It's not letting me attack because there's so much going on. May not survive this one. See, that's the only problem with melee guys, is I'm telling him to attack guys and he gets stuck in an attack thing where he's like, oh, and then you don't attack and die. That's one really annoying thing about that. I hate that. Sometimes there's so much going on, even when it tries to auto attack, it just gets, because it tries to get pathing each time and it can't do it. So let's change some war gear. See, again, if I had this, this wouldn't have helped here because I have to have a teammate alive when I use that. So, again, melee-wise, it does a lot of damage, but I actually prefer this one because you get an ability which does damage. It's a lot of fun. You don't do as much damage, and you don't get unshakable, or you get unshakable, but you don't get fearless. You can be suppressed. That's the downside. So I might want this, because if I can't move fast enough, because the difference is like 15 armor, I think. Yeah, and I don't get combat expert, so it'll take longer to kill stuff, but I'll survive. Better chance of surviving overall. Let's see. Let's try this one then. We did okay. Problem is none of us had any like good movement abilities where we could like a jetpack to get away fast to survive, to try to, because you have to like train them sometimes. Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about this, is you don't have any power abilities. You just have the thing that weakens their armor, but with the combat thing, you shred through most of their armor anyway, so it's like... So he'll have a jetpack. He'll be mobile, which will be good. He won't, but he should be pretty good close quarters. So, I'll still be a melee guy, but my abilities will be slightly different. I like the Tau one too. He has no melee capability, but he's pretty funny because he has good ranged abilities. It's kind of like Nazi zombies from Call of Duty, or zombies now. They're not really Nazi zombies anymore, but it tends to be the same maps, but it's still a lot of fun to play. Maybe not too much, but at a time. See, with this one I can do this. Problem is it costs more energy, so I gotta be careful. Shazam! It does attack a little bit slower too. That says he can summon a little drone buddy. Boss might spawn here. Like I said, it's been a while. I don't quite remember the patterns, but it is a predictable pattern once you know the first one or two spawns. Okay, he will spawn here because he spawns a little bit later than them. Well, hello there. They can heal him, so I like killing them first if I can. They keep healing themselves. That does stun them too if they survive, which is nice. Here I don't really need his help. I can handle them. He could clear them and help keep them off of him. I guess he's sticking in the cover corner. It's like the Tau have no melee ability at all. Maybe that's why he's sticking near me in case they came at him. We'll have to stick together a bit. Be fine. One way to fix that too is if I hit the A button and click, it'll actually have him attack whoever's closest. So that might have helped with the pathing issue before. See, now I can get suppressed by these, so I want to destroy that first, so I don't get slowed down. You can kill him fast, but they throw up a shield, so if you don't do it fast enough... Okay, we got him before they use it. The shield's pretty strong. There's like an accuracy rating on stuff too. His gun's like 75% accurate, I think. So that's why sometimes it misses easily. This might be a problem. Crud. I gotta destroy that, otherwise it'll slow me down. See, I should have been in the corner where they were, because this would have killed most of them in one go. They survive though. So good. That's another good reason to figure out the patterns of spawns. If I could have figured out where the large group of Banshees was, I could have wiped most of them out with that. And it would have saved us all the trouble. I don't know what he means by GRPs. He's saying to group up. I mean, it is getting tougher. That is a smart idea. Survive, man. He's almost dead. So you can use cover in this. It actually, you can actually like hide from enemies. It's pretty cool. See here with this ability, if they all hop on me, I can wreck most of them with my ability. Which would be nice. See, they're all going for it. His health is not coming back fast. I think the base health regen is 2 health per second, and the base energy is 1 per second. God, we need to get rid of those. See, I'm suppressed, but if I get behind cover, I can get rid of that. For now, at least. Destroy it already. I can get to it in time. See, for some reason it glitches me up too. That's the only problem with that. So it's not good if I have a melee guy, because it messes my guy up too. What are you doing? See, sometimes it gets glitchy. Like, that's the only problem, is it can get glitchy when you're telling them to attack stuff. Should have those. Oh, right, these guys. They shoot rockets, but they do a lot of damage, even if you're armored. So you want to wipe them out quick. Can't hear him talk as much. It's 14. Is it Tyranids? Yep. These ones are tough because of the raptors. They will wreck you. So you want to kill them fast because they can dig under the ground, essentially teleport, and they would do a lot of damage. I feel like they're shredding him right now. That's what I wanted. Come on. I'm just trying to kill them so they don't wreck us. Hey, he's got him. That back real quick. Oh, I forgot there's rocket dude. Oh, he's got that ability. That's a good one. So the next one's going to be real hard. You can predict where they're going to spawn if you figure out the patterns. I forgot what they were, but you want to take them out fast because they're going to be, you're fighting yourself. So like on this map, if you have resurrection abilities, so will your doppelganger, and that will cause you problems. I don't, it might be this corner. If it is, I need to get there because I can stun him. I can even throw this to slow him down.
My craft is dead.
Problem is, he can use that ability too if I'm not careful. So I'm gonna spam that to stun him. See, now we gotta kill him within 30 seconds or he's gonna get his thing back. Okay, we got this. Not too bad. Alright, the next thing is gonna be pretty tough. Normally the Nemesis one, unless you prepare properly, could be a lot harder. And again, if you kill the bigger ones first, it'll actually damage the smaller ones. So you don't want to focus on the small ones. Unless you have an AoE thing. He needs to run, and he did. Yeah, the one with the jetpack has the responsibility to get the heck out of here, in this case. If he doesn't run, we're dead. We're dead. Alright, he didn't have the energy, but... It's like there I had the reanimation thing, but it didn't matter because that was the last one down. If he had stayed away and tried to stay alive and I went down, I would have been able to get back up and we would have been fine. But it happens. So again, if you have the jetpack or the long-range movement ability, you have the responsibility of staying alive when we get pinned. Not always easy, but in that case, it would have saved our butts. Plus, especially since they were all kind of focusing on us too. So that's a fun one. Remember, this is a fun one too. See, the problem is if I use some instead of armor, problem is armor keeps you alive. It's like with the movement abilities. If you have it, use it. I do with this, but I was disappointed it's not a long range teleport, so it's kind of useless in my opinion. But yeah. See this one, what does that do? Activation energy cost of abilities are reduced. It's like this costs 20 instead of what? Oh, it is 20, so this would cost 10 to use. Problem is, it's low armor. So I kind of want to keep this just to stay alive. But this will cost half as much, so will this. This is kind of necessary. That just lets you move faster. This you have faster energy regen, but kind of rather keep the health one now. This can be effective. It's like an AoE health drain, but it requires energy, so it's like eh. Cost 10, so it'd be 5. So it's a good way to stay alive in an AoE thing, but not the best for it. What is this? Oh, I forgot about these. You can turn enemies on your side. Problem is though, you have too many abilities. You're drawing from the same small pool to slow regen, so you gotta remember to combo those properly. That's why I like using a lot of passive ones. This ability kind of sucks if I remember right. It's not as impressive as you might think. At least that's what I recall. Plus it's the lowest armor. This is good for single targets for the most part. I don't remember if it's free or it's not with that, so it's only 5. But if I use that, I can use this. So this is AoE, has melee but also range. There's the stats, accuracy and stuff. This one probably won't work as well, but it is kind of fun to use. Let's see. This one. Range strikes from a special staff reduce the cooldown of any abilities actively cooling down. So that's good if you want to combine it with other stuff. 100% accuracy too. I don't think that applies to this though. So, but let's kind of is armor piercing, increase energy. I probably won't survive long with this, but let's try it out for the heck of it. Some combos work great, some aren't so great. So this will be a good close range AoE. Kinda works, but not if you're getting shredded. This will be good against single targets, and it's low energy cost, so it doesn't do a ton of damage, but it's actually pretty decently effective. And that's good for pinning them. So, like here, have 100% accuracy, so never miss. 1 round per second, but the range cooldown is 1.6. Sometimes they fire in bursts. And this has armor piercing, so, but that's only for the melee strikes. Because you can choose to switch between melee and range on them by hitting a button. So, see, like he has a jump pack or a jet pack, whatever you want to call it. Probably it's not the best loadout, but sometimes it's fun to just do different stuff. So that way you're not always doing the same thing either. I'm closest. Plus you gotta remember too, they're in different spots. That's Q, R, and H. See, watch this. And since I'm a range guy, I want to get in cover too, so. The angle of the cover matters, so from behind I won't get protection, but from the front I will. Plus the Q has a long range too, that's another nice thing about it. The nice thing about the Overlord is he does have a decent melee too, so he's not completely defenseless at close range. But I can do this too. Suck the life out of him. One shot too. That's it. Don't you dare! Plus that's fun to use. It only costs 5 energy, so. Oh, the boss is gonna spawn here. See, sometimes it glitches like that, which is a shame. See, this isn't as effective when there's one target, but it will keep me alive. Yeah, I could use some help, guys. Yeah, someone's saying help me. He's not. He's probably the one who did it, and then he's just sitting there. See, since I don't have that health booster anymore, I get shredded pretty quick. I love the range on this. It's kind of ridiculous, but... Sadly, this isn't an AoE. If it was, it probably costs more energy. But, so this works pretty good on its own. Weaker enemies die easy, so it's good for as an AoE. Some cover can be destroyed, like this can. Uh-oh.
Look up behind you! I shall try to leave a note for you!
Down the barrier for the warp back going to this place.
Our planes as one!
Sometimes they survive with one thing. Like, they become invulnerable, I don't know, it's weird. I think this will one-shot those, too. So their problem later on will have that. Oh, nice. You can go in the buildings too. I can't as a Necron Lord or the Tau, you can't, but the other guys you can go in there for good cover. But they can destroy it too. If you played RTSs like this before, don't want to be in there when the bombs fly in.
We must hold the enemy back. We don't even support.
I guess it takes 2 of those to destroy that. I didn't know I could shoot through cover. That was probably a glitch. You can't be suppressed in cover. Drain the life from them all. Give him time to revive him.
As a hawk in the sky, we swoop from perch to perch. As a hawk in the sky, we swoop from perch to perch.
I'm gonna go up here. This is a good, because this can't be destroyed cover, and you clearly see that. So I'm gonna hide up here. So that's why at the very least you want an AoE ability, and then if you can't, like here, have a single target and AoE, because those large groups will shred you. We should secure at least one corner, otherwise we're gonna have trouble. if that one shot him or if he was already wounded. That's why I like it. Has such a long range too. It's nice. I should be in cover, but I'm trying to see, like, my guy, sometimes it'll glitch. It's just annoying. Did you shoot the guys I told you to shoot? I don't know what my guy's doing now. He's refusing to fire now. What the heck is going on? It's not because they're, you can shoot them in cover, it reduces your accuracy. I don't know why he's refusing to go for them. Anyway. Oh, this one. If I activate it early enough, we might survive. I'm just trying to kill all the jumpers. See, since I'm ranged, I don't have to worry about getting close, so that Tesseract thing works better with that. But he's in cover, so there you go. I don't know why he's doing that. That's a glitch. Him not firing. I don't know what it's doing. That's the one problem with this game. Sometimes it'll glitch out like that and it will get you killed. Actually, I should link up with them. No, that's not what I wanted you to do. The best I could do is slow him down at this point. As long as there's enemies nearby, I can drain the energy. As long as I have energy. I'm not gonna last long though. All I can do is buy them time. I don't have the reanimation thing either, so I'm down to the game. See, like right now, he needs to run to get away from those, because otherwise they'll slow him down. He's got to get out of there. He can get to cover. There you go. Because you can train him around a bit. There, we got those. I think they can shoot through cover because their thing's essentially a flamethrower effect, at least in terms of how it works. So if you're in cover, their things will ignore that.
Now's the time. Assault can become these.
I don't know why he's doing that. It's real glitchy.
Which way to shoot?
They're gonna be trouble. If I get here, they'll move around to get a view on me, and I can drain them with this. Problem is, they knocked me out of it. Alright, they got bored. See that thing? See, sometimes it glitches the abilities out too much. That's the biggest downside. It happens way too much. I think it happens the most with him because he's the newest. If I could hold this till my thing, because I think that takes 30 seconds to recharge, my like second life thing. See, that's the other thing. If you don't have knockback immunity, they will constantly knock you back. And sometimes you'll be essentially stun locked. So you gotta be careful of that. See, even they don't know what to do. Let's help make up their mind. It's just fun to use that too. It's like a sniper shot. And when they're weak enough, they die in one. Alright, I'm not sure where the bosses are spawned, or the doppelgangers spawned. We got one more way to figure it out. Trying to get in cover here. Nope. Sometimes it glitches like that too. See, they're glitched, they can't get to me. So I can shoot them. And then my thing's glitched. Yeah, sometimes it's the barriers to get annoying. I can handle it. If it'll let me. Move, 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 move. There we go. I won't be able to take care of the big guys easily, but the rest I can. See, the problem is the knockback interrupts your stuff too. That's the problem. Alright, I'm gonna hide behind here because I don't know where the doppels are spawning. Oh crud, they're spawning.
Death to the enemy!
Are we attacking that guy? Oh, I can't cancel it. We should go for my guy first, because he's gonna try to revive him. But he's got more melee, so he's gonna be a problem. As soon as I get my thing, there we go. This should give us the victory. Fire! He's gonna get his thing back. Whoops, I hit the wrong buttons. There, I froze him. Oh, come on! I froze him before he got back up and he still did that. That's lame. See, the problem is he needs to save his knockdown for when they're reviving. Nope, run, 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 run. I just got that back in time. So who we going? One guy said go for mech. We need to focus on one target. See, now they're just running. They're literally running in circles now. Oh, they must have gotten stunned by my thing. I'm not letting up till my over thing comes back. Yeah, if you drag, he can revive him. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. Because the problem is even if we knock someone down, my guy's gonna get him back up, and he has his double health thing, which is a problem. We almost had it, but I think he didn't save his ability to knock him back. He's just using it for damage. Sometimes he was, but... So they need to save those for when they're reviving. Yeah, so that's the problem with the doppelganger. Sometimes you can wipe them quick, sometimes you can't. But I unlocked this. I forget if this is any good or not. I think it damages all enemies nearby. But I get War Scythe. Killing blows from the War Scythe of the phalanx deal damage to nearby enemies. But it's only killing blows, so. But you get Unshakable, not the Fearless thing. Armor Bane, ignore up to 200 armor. Problem is too, the melee cooldown is 3.1 seconds. This is like what, 1.4? If I remember right, it's cool, but the problem is it only does damage on death blow, and it doesn't do that much damage if I remember right. So for weaker enemies it's good, but it's kind of limited. I want to do one with this, and then we'll try a different character. Let's see. Do the cooldown reduction. So this will cost 10, this will cost 15, this will cost 5. This is kind of an AoE, but if I remember right, it's not good for close range. It may not be very good for that. Again, I would not use the armor, but since I have no fast movement, you kind of need armor, otherwise you get shredded fast. Well, you could try it without it, but... It's that or the health regen. But if I'm taking twice as much damage, that won't equate it. But this weapon gives health regen too, so... We could try that. This way we have an AoE. This will slow down. Of course, we could use this to slow him down and bail. It only costs less energy. So actually, let me take that off. Maybe do this, get faster energy regen. Again, it takes some mixing and matching to figure out what works best. And it depends on your play style too. What might work great for one person may not for you, depending on how you play. Hmm. Yeah, I guess that works. Well, you know what? Let's have that. The problem is I'm trying to figure out which is better, this or armor. Well, we'll find out. Thankfully, we're getting matches pretty quick too. That's one thing I was worried about. It's an old game, but it's still a lot of fun. A lot of people still play it. Yes, this is powerful range, 100% accurate, decent melee. We won't have a lot of armor, but we will have the health regen. I got this so kind of as close range protection if we can mind capture some minions. This will provide range damage, and it has AoE. I don't think you can use it point blank, and then this will be we can freeze guys coming at us. And we got a close range guy. That's probably range, right? Yeah. So he's got that. So as long as we can stay alive, he'll be good. He has the resurrection orb though. That's going to be a problem. We probably won't beat wave 16, to be honest. I mean, my thing's kind of bad, but I picked that over the other because if they have the resurrection orb, I mean, I guess you could stop them from using it. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Oh, I'm gonna beat you. See, everything costs 10, 15, 5. Watch this. Zipping it up! That one's fun. Problem is it takes a bit to cool down. Well, he's got the... Yeah, the sorcerer can get doppelgangers, which are those guys. I have to be close to use that? I was gonna take over their mind, but... I gotta re-remember the patterns, because there's a pattern too, you can predict it pretty good. Each wave, there's like, they spawn in a certain way that you could usually figure it out. Some are a bit samey, but there's usually like one unique spawn compared to the others. So I think 1 or 2 spawn late. One spawns early. So 2 spawn late. I think this has 2 guys, no?
We got each other's flag.
Yeah, usually your characters talk when you do stuff. The only one that doesn't is the Necron Overlord, because they're essentially mummies, zombies, whatever you want to consider. Metal mummies. Alright, so the boss will spawn here. I don't know if I'll be able to beat him on that. Yeah, see, there's a limited range.
My faith is my shield. My fury is my sword. No blow will go unanswered.
See, if I was attacking him, he'd be dead. Usually the doppelganger likes to capture that guy because he's a good one to get. He may not have the ability for it though.
Under fire!
What is? I guess you can't get the bosses yet because you need a special thing to do that. Thanks for the help, fellow Overlord. I think the Necrons are one of the coolest factions in Warhammer 40k. game, but to be honest, that's mainly because I really like green, and they got a lot of cool looking green stuff. It'd be nice if this lasted longer. I guess the cost balances it being a short time, and you have to do that close range. It's a little disappointing. Fight my minions. Oh, it didn't work. I think I stopped at a split second too soon. Wait, it's not working. I mean, if I could get the bosses, I should be able to get them, so I think it's just being glitchy. I think because I clicked here, it registered as on the pillar. There. See, they're in green cover, so there's... I think it reduces the... I don't know by how much, but it reduces the accuracy of my stuff. So I gotta remember to not click when that's in the way. So I really like this ability with the staff, but I just don't know what to pair with it to make it better. I mean, this is working okay so far. I don't think it's quite what it could be, you know? Darn it, that duped me. And then there's the 20 million second delay. That's really annoying. Why isn't it... Why... What? Okay, there's a weird effect going on. I want to revive them, but they're going to knock me back while I do it. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Alright, he used the orb. Alright. See, if you don't have a good way of dealing with these guys, they're a huge pain for this stream. Sometimes the pathing in these games drive me nuts. He had a direct line of sight and he's like, I'm gonna walk over here. He'll take care of him. Oh, you got him.
Proceeding to next position.
We must hold the enemy back.
Follow my lead as we battle.
I should have saved my artillery barrage. I could have wiped them out. He's good though. There it is. I didn't get them all, but I got some of them. Right, they're coming. That's why I want to combine this with that. If I needed to, I could pin him and do that. And it worked. Thank you. Problem is they throw lots of grenades. And those will mess you up, even in cover. So guys, where are you? Yeah. Ow. That's the problem with the Chaos Sorcery, is really weak. But you can actually... You can be pretty effective if you use them right, even in melee, but you gotta get the right loadout. Because I've done it before, it can be pretty, not quite tanky, but deadly in close range combat. I think this, it's not a waste. It kind of gets a group off me, but I would have been better off with that health thing, you know? Ah, they're gonna jump. Okay, I got them. Most of them. Like here, it's kind of helpful, but since it's temporary and you have to use it close range, I'd rather have the that. Why aren't my abilities activated? There it is. What is going on? Being weird. See, even like here, the scarab thing's being really glitchy, so it's kind of useless to me right now. Sometimes it works right away, sometimes it doesn't. So they're kind of too unreliable to use.
Ranged. Let me charge the shooters!
I love it. It's just fun to wipe them out. I would back them up, but I know what's coming. There they are. Can I use this on them? See, I don't know if it's glitching or if it's actually you can't use this. Oh, I was gonna go help him, but now they're gonna kill me. See, you're not safe in there forever. Best cover you can get, but easily destructible.
Now is the time for assault to become
also make myself useful. So wait, if he can doppelgang that, why didn't he want to do the boss guy before? Forgot about them. Why isn't it working? I think it's showing it's completed, but it's like a millisecond from being completed, even though it looks like it's done, and that's why it keeps doing it. Here, copy my guy if you want that. No? Okay. What are the Tyranids? The Raveners? Wonder if he... No, he had the resurrection. I think because the armor stripper on this weapon, it didn't seem to matter before, but that's because I had combat expert, so it probably actually is better to use the resurrection one. Because then the armor stripping will make it equivalent to having the combat expert while also having the survivability of that. Oh, I should have used that for these guys. Hey, returned the favor, kind of. Oh, come on. Fire. Gosh dang it. Fire. I hate when the millisecond I'm about to get the guy with the scarab thing, I get knocked back. It's like, come on. That's why these guys are annoying. If you're trying to use your ability and they keep knocking you back, it's like, oh my gosh, it's so frustrating. Oh. Oh, we're at wave 16, so... Red, where are they? Over here, alright. Who we going for first, Tim? I doubt I can use that on him. Oh, will that work? Oh, it does! Oh, that's... seems a little OP. Oh, he did what I did. Dang. I'll get you back, buddy, don't worry. I didn't know you could use that on the... So if I can use it on my doppelganger, why can't I use it on some of the boss? I think it was just glitching before. Oh, he's got the resurrection thing. I don't need to worry about him. What are you doing? That's not... Gosh darn you. There we go. Alright, we survived that. So, okay, it was glitching before then. That's what was going on. So I guess if you're interrupted at all while doing that, it gets in the way of it. He'll get up in time. Barely, but he did. Ah. That's stupid. The problem is we all died, so it triggered the you lost phase, even though he got back up. The game's like, I already started the exit process, so we're ending it. Alright, I'm gonna take a break real quick. I'll be right back, and we'll try a different character. We'll do the different map too, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Alright. We did him. I like all of them. My least favorite's probably Lord General, but they're all pretty cool. So, excuse me. I think we've seen all of them, except for the Hive Tyrant, so let's do that one. Let's see. Gotta remember what stuff I had. Man, I'm hiccuping a lot now. Alright, let's see. Gene Stealers, they usually have unique perks themselves. Unshakable, Fearless. I think Tyrant always has Unshakable, Fearless, or at least Unshakable. Barbed Armor. Enemies that attack me will take 20 damage for every attack. Death of any minion creature briefly makes the Hive Tyrant invulnerable. I think that's this one. This reduces enemy output and defense. Was I experimenting with this? I might have been. Because there's a couple cool ones that work well. And there's perks that benefit your minions too. Let's see, where's the one? There's one that worked really well, I remember. I think it was this one. But let's try, this is what I already have by default. How do I have this? Energy cost, but I'm at 50 energy. So what is this? I can now charge a target location, knocking over everything, or get minion traits. I get plus 50 health, plus 2 health regen, faster, more melee and range, and I get plus 2 health regen. So, because you get different minions, they cost different amounts. What do they do? Reduce the effectiveness of enemy armor. Taunts enemies. It's annoying, he roars every time. Highly mobile, armed with deadly devour range weapon, can also disrupt enemies with his burrow strikes. I mean, my guy's a melee build, so I should probably stick to melee stuff. Or have a ranged minions, I mean. Let's see. Warp field, that's a shield. There's a lot of cool stuff you can have. That's cool. Minion creatures explode on death. I think the main reason I wanted these guys is because they're weak, so they die often, which gives me the feedback and vulnerability a lot. So we'll just start with this one, see how it goes. We'll do the other map. I remember I had one with the Tyrant. It's like an AoE, kind of like the Necron Lord had. And you could do it like multiple times in a row. So you could do like 2 or 3 layers of it, so when enemies spawn in an area, if you remember to predict the spawns well, you just wipe them out as soon as they come in. Just, they dead. I must have done this for survivability. Reduces damage output and defense more. So I kind of want to go with this. Let's see what this does. Problem is I only have the minion ability, which kind of stinks, but... Actually, you know what? Let's go with this. So this way, every time they die, I get a shield, and they explode. See how it goes. This way I have at least some ability I can use to knock enemies over. So every time they die, they explode, their melee's in close range. Oh my gosh, stop roaring. Don't you hate that in wait screens? You're trying to think to yourself, or if you're streaming, talking to your audience, and then it keeps... Rah, rah, it's like, oh my god. Or better yet, when you're trying to do the army painter, and then they keep moving when you're trying to look at one specific spot to see how it colored it. It's like, oh, I wonder what this is. Oh, what's over here? What's over here? It's like you're trying to see, like, I want to see how this color pattern works, and he keeps flinging his arms all over the place. It's like, oh my gosh, just stop. Anyway, I say that because yesterday I was trying to paint. It's called Army Painter in the menu. Pick a color scheme for the different guys. And I forget which one it was, but I kept trying to look at their stuff and they kept moving around, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Also, the whole squad has to die for me to get that. That's not quite what I was thinking it was.
They will feel the banshee's wail.
I figured each one dies, I get it. Oh, they all... See, it's not... The audio bugged out. Okay, something weird's going on. Even the games like this is too much, we gotta stop. Plus, I think if I do this... Oh, that's right, I can force the thing to happen by doing that. By just spawning them again. That's probably how I went for the reduced ability cost, because I could just keep auto-spawning him for the invulnerability. Where's the other guy? Okay. Wow, the audio completely broke. Sheesh. Watch this. So the whole squad has to die for me to get that benefit. Okay, I didn't know that. So again, that's why I had the reduced ability cost, is so I could keep spawning, because when you spawn a new squad, it kills the old one, which has the same effect. So that might have been worth doing. But we'll see how this works. This way I have a movement ability with the charge. I can't believe the audio completely busted. That's funny. And I could keep doing this. Oh, did it freeze? What is going on? The game just crashed. I don't remember that happening before. I think I've had times where the audio scuffed, but I don't remember it straight up crashing before. That's lame.
Sega.
Problem is too, that means our teammates got left on their own, which is not good. I think both of them, the melee guy wasn't very strong and the jumper wasn't too, well, he was ranged. Alright, so I'll get rid of the charge and go back to this so I could just keep spawning them. See how that works. I like how it's a biomorph that the tyrant can charge. Alright. I mean, if I could auto kill him, then I don't need him to do that. Plus, this is more powerful the stronger they are. So that's 15. So it'll be like 7 or 8. Of course, I could use this guy. Because it says, what is it? The higher the minion creature's maximum health, the greater the damage done. So it might actually work using him. We'll try that, see how much it actually does. It'll cost 10 energy each time. See what happens. See, it's good you gotta experiment a bit, see how it goes. Of course, the increase of damage may not be that much. Highly resilient. So he's tough when I need him, but I could sacrifice him for a big boom. Or these guys. Creature armor powerful sighting, able to knock back enemy infantry. That would be useful as well. I kind of want to see how much damage his explosion does, though. Just to see if it's worth it. If it does like a ton to enemies and stuff, and you're like, yeah. The other ones might be better for crowd control, though. Oh, we got a melee and a range. Is that the guy we fought with earlier? No, it's not. Or if it is, he changed his gear. But we will see. Uh-oh. See, sometimes it won't give you the map you look for, because I think it combines people and whatever the first person was, which I assume is him since he's on the top. This is what he had picked. Try to show you the other map, and it drags me back here. Oh well. Fine, I'll go here. Alright, I want to see what it does. Oh wow, that did do a lot of damage. Nice. It's like an ability. I get a small explosive thing. Can't quite control where it is or goes. What are you doing? Fight him. Of course, it might be better to use the warriors because they'll cost like 7 or 8 energy, and they can knock back enemy infantry too. Plus, there's 3 of them, so they can do a little bit better crowd control. He's just good at absorbing damage. Plus, with lower energy costs, I could use it more often. Actually, he'll probably want to copy the boss. So I probably shouldn't kill him right away. I don't know, I assume he wants the boss guy. I don't want to kill him if that's the case. Yeah, I'll kill them, but... So explosion doesn't do that much. I mean, it looks like it does. It doesn't kill anyone outright. I think I'd rather have the warriors too, just because you have 3 of them. That's the hive mind talking. Yeah, this guy roars way too much. He needs to calm down. They're okay. They're doing good.
I shall try to leave enough for you, sister.
They're good. Alright, so we have a start. We gotta remember where that wave 4 boss spawned. It was here. Oh, he almost died. Actually, he might still. Come back here. Traitor. Oh, another one must have spawned. He's in trouble though. Oh, he's got it. He's good.
Bringing us superior weapons. Yeah.
Hey. Sorry, were you trying to copy that? That's weird. There was a delay when I tried to summon. The only problem is I can't quite get him to where I want him to go. It's like it causes him to explode on him. the explosion, it's cool, but it's not that effective. And I like having at least one ability I can use that I like. That's probably why I add the psychic stream in there. It's neat, but... Says he's very sad now. I guess his favorite thing died. Oh no, where'd he die? Oh, he's right there. I'm not paying attention, I almost died. I like how he carries the scythe backwards. I guess if you want to cut smoothly, because if you cut that way, it'll hook into some, so maybe that makes sense. Stop moving. Oh, did he leave? It says he dropped, but he said he was sad earlier for almost dying to something dumb. Maybe he was just fed up and left. That's not good for wave 16. I'm lying in wait here. They won't see me. trouble on this one is because the other guy left. There's still going to be 3 of them and 2 of us. I mean, we might be able to do it. We're both pretty tough, but we want to kill the doppelganger because he can copy other heroes. Oh, there's 2 of me now. That's not good. Dang, I tried to revive him, but he was blocking him, so I couldn't. I don't know what he's saying. Alright, well, I kind of don't like the Tyrant Guard. The problem is my guy's good, but then he's got no ability to really clear out enemies. This is kind of cool, but it actually doesn't do that much. I'd rather have him. I think I had them because they die the easiest and they weaken enemies. This I had because it reduces damage output and defenses. He shreds through them pretty quick with this, but and with that it would only cost 5 and 7. Let's see. Yeah, you do get fearless on all of them. So the tyrant can't be suppressed or knocked back. I mean, they can be pushed back, but they can't be like knocked down. Let's see. That's a shield. Gives some energy. They can knock guys back. What is that? Kind of want to have the charge, but if I do this, I could cause explosion. This weakens them. If I do that, I would want to go at them. I kind of tried that already, though. So let's see how this works. I won't have as much health either, because this gave me extra 50 health, so I'll be a little bit weaker. But if I play these right, it shouldn't matter. So, we'll see. I think he's the one we just played with, right? See, he's brand new. I think you start with armor, don't you? I guess he just didn't equip it. It says he's level 1. I'm pretty sure you start with 1. Or you don't start with a command. You don't get a command item till 5. So, I mean, the starting. I forget which one's the starting armor. Oh, you only get 1? I thought you got 3. Now they die faster and they do less damage.
They will fear the Banshee's wail.
I just weakened him and then he took him over. Oh, he dropped. See, that's the thing I hate too. Because you do poorly, you abandon the team. He's still here though. So did he drop or not? Well, some people will do that because they die a couple of times. Like, alright, I'm good. Like, what? Okay, he did leave, so it took a while. I mean, I've gotten all the way to end before. I don't know if we beat it, but we got pretty darn far. Psychic Scream is really useful. Help me. Oh, they're up there. What the heck? That was like a 5-second delay on that shit. He might have gotten dropped. I think that's if they're doing a special move, they can't be killed while doing the special. like right now it'd be nice to have some big AoE attack. I do not on this guy's set. Unless he does a special melee attack. It's not gonna kill a lot. They are dying in one hit each though. Pop. 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 Like, oh. There we go. Oh, audio not. Last time it dropped after that. See, when I tested this again to see if the game still worked, it was on this map too, so I know it's not this map causing it to crash. At least it wasn't yesterday. Yeah, I think it's gonna crash again. So maybe the other guy didn't quit. I don't know. It's real weird though. Maybe just the Hive Tyrant on this map's glitchy? That's possible. That's not good though, because the problem is then he's gonna be on his own. I don't like abandoning people if I don't have to. Killed both of them. Alright. He just keeps healing himself even though he's... Oh, there's a second one. Okay. That's getting frustrating. It's like a silent movie, but not a movie. Jeez, they keep one-shotting him. Sheesh. Well, they die faster, so I'm gonna keep poking them. Plus, if he's healing him... Oh, there it is. Why is it doing that? So it might be the Hive Tyrant, because yesterday when I played it was with the Necron Overlord. So the Hive Tyrant might be glitchy. It crashed again, so... I don't remember that being a problem. Of course, last time I played it was a while ago. Alright, so no more Hive Tyrant. See, they're all pretty fun. Chaos Sorcerer's pretty fun. See, here I had no abilities, but that's because I had this stuff. This was the melee build. It doesn't work as well as you'd like. Because the problem with this blade, it's supposed to have Hell attacks. Attacks with the Hellblade use 5 energy. Attacks with the Hellblade cause extra damage. So you kind of want to build for energy. The problem is that the extra damage, if I remember right, isn't that great. So, and I have Narcissistic Armor, so I get health bonus from this. What's Dark Fortification? Adds 150 armor rating to source for 10 seconds when struck in melee. So in melee I get tough. Reactive Strike. When I'm hit by a melee attack, trigger Reactive Doom Blast. Then this, Zealous. So basically, Narcissistic makes all the minion traits apply to me. When I make an attack, I get 2 energy, so each attack will cost 3 energy. And then I get 100% health back. There's a few that are good with this. There's one that's nice. This one's a good support one because you can teleport. Problem is I gotta remember. Let's see. This is good. You are super weak, but you get a second life thing. When suffering a fatal blow, the doppelganger instead regains full health and energy and deals double damage for a short period. Oh, I didn't realize you dealt double damage. So, whoops. I don't want, no, I don't want that at all. Well, darn. Let's see. What's consume? Destroy a doppelganger in order to restore your health. No thanks. Here's one that's one of my favorites. Doom Bolt. This thing's good at range and close up. It's a lot of fun. Combine that with the teleport. If I get a passive ability. Death throws. Warp Vortex erupts upon the minion's death, knocking back and damaging nearby enemies. And they have reactive strike and are deathless. Let's see. So this gives Combat Master. I don't know if I want Deathless. It can be useful, especially on your Doppelganger, but I'll go with that instead. Death Throws would be nice. Doom Bolt. It's pretty good. This one's actually pretty good. Again, there's a lot of cool combos you can do. You just gotta pay attention now. Answering all abilities. I forget what these do exactly. Let's see. Bonus energy and stuff. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the one I meant. Warp Fire causes knockback. Doom Blast deals additional damage. That's this. Doom Bolts. That's not that. Warp Fire burns the ground upon arrival, which is the teleport. Warp Fire burns the ground upon departure. What's the one? Let the galaxy burn. You don't get the teleport, but you fire a giant fireball, which is pretty fun. Again, the sorcerer has a lot of fun ones. Well, let's go with Warp just to try the supportive ability. Which none of these really apply to. There's the Warp Fire, but upon departure, that might be useful. I don't know, I forget what this does. Damage received by the sorcerer causes the attacker to take damage. If I remember right, it's not that much, because I think I tried it with my melee one, and it was kind of like, didn't really seem like it was that great. So we'll try this. This way our minions have a blast when they get hit. They explode when they die. Of course, if you're picking the right ones, you don't want them to rely on them dying. That's the only problem with that. Let's see. This is good for melee. What does this do again? Doppelganger gets health back. Doppelganger gets energy. So that's probably better, actually. Sustainability. Alright, we'll go with that then. This way we got plenty of energy too. I like the sorcerer mainly because of the Doom Bolt. It's just so much fun. If you use it at range, it can kill a lot of weak enemies, and if an enemy's charging you at point blank, you can obliterate a lot of enemies. Like even the tougher guys, like the big knobs orcs with the giant buzz axe or chainsaw axes, they'll die in like one burst if you do it point blank range. You just get obliterated. It's actually a really good ability. I think you get it early on too. And with warp, we'll have some survivability, but I gotta manage my energy properly too, so gotta be careful of that. Oh darn, this is gonna be a problem. I'll be able to copy the doppelgangers, but they'll also be able to copy me. I don't remember if you copy your doppelganger, if they then copy another one. If I want to say you can't, because then you essentially have like infinite stuff, but if they kept copying the same one, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I think with the warp too, if you do use the summoning things and you have the warp fire, you can actually keep teleporting and like set a bunch of area on fire. It's actually a good AoE ability to do. Not a large one, but it can be good for small or large groups of weaker enemies. So again, there's a lot of combos you can do in this. That's one of the reasons I liked it so much. Still do. It's a lot of fun. Having fun playing it again. Highly recommend it. That's why a lot of people were disappointed when Dawn of War 3 they didn't have the last stand mode. And I'm surprised they never added it. I tried looking it up a few days ago and I wasn't finding anything on it. So I'm surprised they never thought to add that because that would have, I mean, I would have been, I'd be still playing it. Hopefully it's not frozen. It's just got a slow computer though. Yeah, there's a lot of cool combos you can do. A lot of them. Like I had the melee build. Then there's one with this where you use the warp fire with Deathless. You just drop a bunch of warp fire. There's the galaxy burn when you shoot a giant fireball, which is actually a lot of fun. There it is. Okay. Mine used to be like that, so I'm not gonna trash the guy for it. It would like sit in one spot forever, so everyone thought it was frozen. Then after like probably 5 minutes, well maybe not 5, but like several minutes, it would ding ding ding, ding and then finish. Haha.
I transcend simple physical space.
Watch this. Probably one of my favorite abilities in this game is the Doom Bolt. The problem is at range it's kind of random the spread, but it's like a really large group. And again, you fire a point like within this range, it's pretty focused. Is he AFK? Plus, it's nice having the teleport.
I transcend simple physical space.
So I'm waiting for we want to at least copy the Force Commander, if not one of the Apothecaries. That's another good reason for pattern. Yeah, the doppelganger thing. Are they even playing? I was gonna give them the benefit of the doubt because I've had a slow computer before, but they're not even moving. So I think they just kind of loaded in to get credit for it or something, which is not cool. I mean, I get not having time to play, but if you're not actually playing, you're kind of messing over your team, which isn't cool. Alright, we're in the right one. So, I'm just gonna...
I transcend
over here.
physical space.
My champion! Watch this. Oh, you ruined it, buddy. But like there, I could obliterate them with that at close range. I should have ran. I'm used to playing the Tyrant and the Overlord where they have super strong armor, so I should have ran instead of getting knocked down. That was my bad. I gotta remember to survive better with that. Because the Sorcerer's got cool abilities, but he's also very weak. Didn't really help, but yeah, I tried. I gotta be close enough where it's accurate.
I shall try to leave enough for you, sister.
We must hold the enemy back.
Oh, he knocked him back. That would have obliterated him. They can use cover, so I don't know why he isn't. I think he's half paying attention. Whatever.
We are under fire. We know how to fight through cover.
destroy it before it gets suppressed. Where's the big groups? They already take care of it? Oh, that should have killed her.
Their throats. Transcend physical space.
Wow! See, that didn't work so good, but this will.
Survivors.
I gotta remember where the buttons are, that's why I keep looking down. Because the Q and J buttons are far apart. I don't know if you can change these, it kind of each ability has a certain button they tend to go to. Oh crap, they're all dead. This is where having the teleport comes in handy. Why isn't he dying? Die. There you go. Oh, my minion's dead. I'll wait for him to get to me so I can just teleport across.
I transcend simple physical space.
That's why you want a movement ability.
And pitiless.
Just wanted to get that doppel. I almost died there. Yeah, guys like the sorcerer, you're gonna have to play down to the wires sometimes. Important thing is to get those cannons first, because if you don't, they will wreck you. They'll slow you down. I'm getting low on energy. What the heck? Oh. I'm trying to get him. See, again, if they use their special ability, you can't kill them, which is understandable to blame. They look cool. Problem is, this is the missile guys. Yep, they're gonna be a problem. Ah, darn it. He runs towards me. I assume he wants me to help cover. What do you do? Move! I'm hitting the button to move it. I hate when they show an animation that doesn't fit what's going on. He's fully standing up as though he's recovered, and I'm still not allowed to move. That's dumb. It gives false information to the player, causing them to make a wrong choice. Or to get frustrated because it looks like it should work and it's not. And that's not cool. That's the problem too, is if they keep throwing grenades and you don't have unshakable, that happens. Teleport, what are you doing? Alright, there's a delay that wasn't there before and it's gonna get me killed. How did I get knocked out? What even hit me? Oh, the rockets? I'm trying to kill the rocketers. Rocketeers, whatever. Alright, this next one I'm going to try to duplicate myself, because then they'll get a doppelganger, I believe. There's no guarantee, though, of which one.
My craft is dead.
Gosh darn. That's the problem when you have really powerful abilities on this one. You'll go down. So my doppelganger got that doppelganger. Come on, come on. Alright, well this is gonna be a problem.
Physical space.
So you do want to use the terrain to your advantage because you can't actually hide. Oh, come on! See, I hate stuff like that. Things like that tick me off only because it showed that it had fully done the thing, and then it goes, no. That's what ticks me off in games. Don't show that it was complete, because you saw it hit the end completed. But apparently you need a half second after that for the ability to actually take effect. You tell me. To me, it looked like it had completed it, and then it's just like, no, we're not. No, you didn't get it. Again, if it was like obviously not finished, then I'd be okay. I was like, okay, I didn't get it in time. But there, it's just like, nope, you're dead. Sorry, doesn't matter. You did. All right, we'll do one more. I do like this guy. He's fun. They're all fun to one degree or another. What do I have here? Oh, I got a lot of stuff going on. Decreases cooldown abilities by 5 seconds and the cost by 5 energy. So that's 35. This is free, which is nice, because you can mark targets, and then when you activate this, it nukes everything that's been marked. So that would cost 5. That marks kinetic pulse. Let's see. I'm immune to knockback, which is necessary. Oh, this weapon suppresses infantry too. There's also a thing, if you equip it, you can have 2 of the same gun, which is pretty cool. Let's see. There's a lot of cool combos you can get with these as well. This is it. Gives you 2 of those. Maybe I guess we'll do this for the last one. There's cool ones here too. Like the fragmentation, that's what the one guy was using, good for AoE groups. This is good for single targets, but it also has an AoE effect, like a tiny one, but we'll go with this. I assume I knew what I was doing when I made this loadout. Yeah, I just hate when it shows. It's like what the Overlord we had before, where it looked like the ability had completely uh like finished, and then it just didn't apply, and it was like, oh well, actually after it fully finishes, you need an extra zero point 0.2 to zero point 0.8 seconds for it to actually take effect. And if you're interrupted in that time, even though technically the ability finished charging, doesn't count. It's like, because I would have had him up and then I could teleport away. It's like, what I should have done is waited till they all followed me behind that building because they can't see through it, and then teleported to him because then they would have had to take an extra time to get around. Or at least that's the best bet. Problem is they can cover ground quickly too, but it might have been enough to get the guy up. So what is him? Oh yeah, I don't have this yet. Gotta kill all 3 doppelgangers within 5 seconds of each other on wave 16 of the Bloody Coliseum yourself. Apparently I did that once. The best way to do that, I think, is to get close, use this, and just nuke them. But whatever. Oh, that's not good. None of us are close range guy. He had flamethrowers, but if they're meleeing him, he can't use his gun. So that's gonna be a problem. If I'd known that, I would have switched to a melee thing. Because you want to have at least one tank guy and one support range guy. But we'll both have jump packs, so we'll be able to...
Kind of you to choose your doom. Come meet your death, Scar.
Marking target. Closing with target.
Where's all the cover? I hate when they wreck all the cover. Usually there's some cover. Oh, they're both flamethrowers? I guess marked targets receive additional range damage when they target the Skyray Seeker missiles with Crusade. See, and everything's cheap because I have that one ability.
They will fear the Banshee.
See, this is free
wail.
because of that, which is actually really nice. But I can also do this. Watch this. See, my thing can suppress enemies too, which slows them down as well. Why are you attacking? I hate when it does that. It also makes them attack slower. Watch this. Because the one thing makes that free, so you can mark as many as you want. And then if you have a bunch, just hit the K button, they all jam. Because it does good damage too. gotta be careful though, you'll burn up energy fast, yeah, that's the only problem. Tao's pretty fun, it's probably one of my favorites. Oh, my dude's... Oops, wrong button. Like if I could mark all these. Watch this. This is fun to use. Problem is the barrage each time costs 35 energy. I have 75, but it recharges. I don't think they're marked forever, but it is for a while. Marker drones automatically mark targets. Mark targets receive increased range of their target from the sky. Problem is they get targeted and destroyed.
Your sickness has but one cure, and I shall deliver it. For the Emperor!
The only problem too with the jump jet is you can destroy the cover you're going into, so you gotta be careful of that as well. Yeah, their things don't suppress. I don't know why, but I'm glad they do. Oh, those guys are trouble. They chuck grenades and fire shotguns, and all those abilities knock you back a lot. If you don't have knockback immunity, you will not be getting back up from those guys. Trust me on that. Unless you get very lucky. I get so obsessed with marking all of them so I can nuke them, and then I'm not paying attention to my health, so I died. That's my bad. Oh, he almost killed me as soon as I came back. If I can suppress him. There you go.
Sweep through them like a scythe through reeds.
Oh, crap. Those seer, they're called seer council. They will knock you back a ton as well. They are very high priority, and they're tough too. Why isn't it barking? That thing's already barking. I was about to jump behind there so they couldn't get me. I'm not paying attention. The problem is there's so many buttons on there and they're not next to each other, so I gotta keep looking down to see where it is or I'll hit the wrong one. So I have to be like, and then I die. So, it happens. I really like this loadout, but that's the one downside is you have so many abilities here, and the buttons aren't next to each other. You gotta keep remembering where it is. Like, I was wondering if I should get rid of the shield. Of course, I keep forgetting. If I can do this right. You can get a lot falling down here. The problem is I gotta have line of sight. Oh, it's just about it. See, that's why I hate this. I have to keep looking at it because I can't remember where it's at. Because the jump jet's like right there, so I gotta switch to that. I need that and that for that. And the D button for the shield blast is away from me, so I gotta remember where that is. I got us killed there because I have to keep looking at that. That was my. I should have activated and I waited. that time it completed any revives, so that means it was lagging. So again, I really like this because you can just rain down missiles on everyone if you get them marked. But the problem is, I get so distracted trying to mark them and then remember where the buttons are at. So that's the downside if you're like me on that. You have trouble keeping track of all that offhand. Plus, since I don't have the best armor, I gotta pay attention. I probably can do the resuscitation. Well, I can't do that. What are you doing? See, like there, that time I was trying to run, and then it's like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? And then it dies. Yeah, so again, it's a lot of fun to use, but the problem is, at least for me, I get too distracted trying to remember where all the buttons are. A lot of fun, but kind of dangerous. It's just fun marking it with the one ability. All of the marking things are free. Normally it costs 5 energy. So I wouldn't know how to improve that. This is that, and this is the cooled systems, which allows the reduction in that. This I get, so I have energy to keep doing this stuff. You always have the stabilize, the jump jets. See, the problem is this gives me health and armor rating, so I can't just get rid of it. That's an energy shield, so... This gives you the best, but I think you can't have it with that. Because that gives you better stabilizers. What is that? Improved targeting. Increase the wear nearby's ally range damage. That one. Increase the speed of the battle suit by 1. Problem is, I think it has the lowest armor rating. Second lowest. It gives you a little bit extra health. So this is best armor, gives you health, nice health boost. Heavy gives you better armor and health. So maybe that would be better. The only problem with that is because it's heavy jet. There's 3. There's heavy jet. What is it? I forget what all of them are called. Like if you take this off, you have jet, and it's normal range. The one I had was superior stabilizer, so it gives you a really long range, and I think it costs less. See, that's 10. That's 10, okay. Yeah, so this makes you only have short jumping range, but it might be worth it for survivability. That way I can keep dropping the markers, jumping around. So again, it's one of those things that's like, you gotta figure out which one. See, this is nice because it auto marks, but it kind of doesn't always work. This might be better because it gives you a shield for survivability. But this costs 15. And that costs 35. So, again, it's like... I want to save the energy for this. And this. That's why it's hard to balance and stuff. But again, if you can figure out a good loadout, it's a lot of fun. Anyway, but that would be it for today. Really appreciate you watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Like I said, it is a lot of fun. You just got to get used to kind of tinkering with your loadout, and then there's a degree of strategy to it, obviously, but a lot of fun. Highly recommend. Older game too. You can probably get on Steam for 10 to 20 bucks, if that. Pretty old, especially if there's a sale. I bet you can get it really cheap. I think you do. The base game has the Space Marine, Eldar, Seer, and the the Orc Mech dude. And then I think Chaos Rising gives you the Sorcerer, and then the next one gives you the Tau. I don't remember, but... So I think if you get Retribution, you'll have all the characters. The Necron guy, I think you had to get additionally, because he was like a guy they released after everything, and it's like, well, if you want him, he is. Anyway, highly recommend it. If you like my stuff here, go like, comment, follow, subscribe, whatever platform you're on, you know how it works. Stream almost daily, but Wednesday on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Probably watching on one of those. Upload videos daily to YouTube and Facebook, and put the links on Twitter, Pinterest, and Reddit. My brain's not working. It's Virtual Crusader, one word on all of those platforms. Virtual Crusader 777 on Reddit. So check those out. Tomorrow I'm planning on starting the next part 2 of the Psycho Krieg DLC in Borderlands 3. I believe I should be. I might even start early tomorrow, depending what's going on. But I'll tweet if I have to cancel, or if I'm starting early. Or I'll send a tweet out. So yeah, follow me on Twitter so you get that notification. So I believe that is everything. So yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. GG, God bless, and see you later.